Hey everyone, welcome to 2025. Today is day one of my 31 Days of Tarot challenge, where every day I'm planning on answering a question using a tarot spread of the week. And I'm already going to have to put the dogs away. 1 second. And we're back. Okay, so each week I've decided to use a spread for the whole week. And since I'm a little crazy and I'm doing this every day, I decided that the first week I'm going to use the Celtic Cross. I think it'll be okay. It's a short week. So I have my little spread here to help remind myself what each of the cards mean. But because I always have to be a little bit extra, I'm not using just the traditional Celtic cross spread. I'm using Dawn Michelle's version that she went over on her channel, which feels a little bit more natural to me than the traditional Celtic cross. I'll link to her video in the description so you can go check it out. I have my handy dandy original tarot. This is just a mass market deck that you can get on Amazon. I'll provide a link in the description. I also have my trusty Frankenstein guidebook in case I get stuck. So let's pick a question and get started. I'm picking questions from this Ultimate Tarot practice question book that I found on Amazon. I'll also link that in the description if anybody wants to check it out. There's also a 2,000 question book that has, I'll say, maybe a little bit more simple questions. It's very straightforward, not much description, so you can kind of play with it and make things up as you will. But this one gives a little bit more background detail, I feel like. All right, so let's pick our question. Okay, so we'll go with 176. And our querent is Summer. Summer says, I run my own pottery making business, creating decorative bowls and vases for various stores. If I wanted to branch out and open my own little shop instead of just selling to larger stores, what would be the best business advice for me? What do I need to do to be successful? Well, Summer, have I got the answer for you? Let's see. Let's put this over here. So we can, King of Pentacles. I'm gonna leave this open so we can see it. And let's get started. So Summer wants to know what advice the tarot has for opening up a new store and what does she need to do to be successful. Ooh, there we go. I'm an expert, y'all. So one thing I'm going to do as I lay these cards out is lay them down face down. That way I can read each card individually and then read them all together, just to make it more bite-sized chunks for myself. Are we on screen? No. We gotta move it down. How about now? Alrighty. So we're gonna take the second card and put it over here for now. So the cool thing about the Celtic Cross is that it's really good for specific situations and specific questions. So this first card is the heart of the matter. The second card, which Don Michelle has updated, is more about what is influencing this first card. The bottom, which I find really intuitive, is the foundation or the root of the problem. To the left is the past, something that's coming to an end, so something you're letting go of. The 6 is the future and what lies before you. So I think that really lays out very similar to a 3-card spread, the energy of the situation, what you're moving away from, what you're moving towards. And then up above, we have what's on your mind or what you need to know, what you already know. So it's above you. Over here in the staff, we have the lesson. Number 8 is the path or the journey, the progress you're making. Number 9, typically this is like hopes and fears, but in Don Michelle's version, this is the advice. And then number 10 is the outcome, what will manifest if you continue on this path. So with Summer, what's the best business advice? What does she need to do to be successful? So our first card we want to look at is what's at the heart of the matter. And we have the Major Arcana Justice card. So what I'm feeling here, the Justice card is about pretty much legal matters, doing right and wrong, finding some balance. We got the scales that make me think of Libra and being balanced, and then the sword and really wanting to know the answer. Really, it's very thought-provoking. So this is making me think that there's a little bit more behind her question of wanting to open a little shop instead of just selling to larger stores. Maybe she thinks that there's an unfairness there as far as selling to larger stores, maybe there's some legal issues that she's running into. Maybe she's scared to open up a store. One of the things, it's scary opening up your own business. You got to set up your own company. There's a lot of legal documents. Being a entrepreneur and self-employed, there's tax implications. So the heart of the matter, Justice, I feel like maybe saying that she needs to find somebody that can help guide her in those things, because maybe it's making her a little nervous. So the second card is Wheel of Fortune. It's influencing the matter. So this is the 10th card in the Major Arcana, and it's about karma and being on the wheel. And, maybe also her pottery wheel. So I think, this, what does she need to do to be successful? Maybe she's feeling like selling to larger stores is on their own time, and she's out here on the outer edges of the wheel and being spun around. She's not controlling her own destiny. So she wants to move towards the center and open up her own shop and be more in control of her own destiny. So if we want to look at the foundation or the root of the problem, which is Judgment, card 20 of the Major Arcana. Which to me feels like this is the card of wanting to be successful. This is the card of reincarnation and rebirth and, being called home. So maybe Summer is wanting something more aligned with her own principles rather than selling to a big box store. If she opens up her own little shop, she controls her own destiny. For card number 4, let's look at the past and what's coming to an end, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, when I flipped this over, it was reversed, but I am not reading reverse cards at the moment. That doesn't mean I never read reverse cards, but for right now, I am not. So we'll look at this upright, and the aces are about beginnings. The pentacles relate to material things and wealth. To me, this is saying that she's already started down the path of opening her own little shop. Maybe she's already gone through this little portal that's in the Ace of Pentacles. She's stepping through this already. It's her intention to go through this. She's already making the pottery, and she's putting the thoughts into action. Let's see, card number 5. What's on her mind, what we already know. This is the 5 of Cups, which always makes me think of crying over spilled milk. So, maybe she's focusing on the wrong things. Maybe she's scared. She doesn't see over here all the things that could be more positive and more fulfilling. Maybe she's worried about the risks of opening up her own shop, or scared what it's going to do to her family or her relationships. Opening up your own business is very time consuming and can take a lot of time. But maybe she's not seeing the rewards, the things that it could bring. Maybe it brings her family closer together and they help pull together the shop together as a family. So looking at card number 6, awesome. What lies before her? And this is the 10 of Pentacles, which is a card about completion and wealth and family and leaving a legacy. So, I think that this is a very good situation. That lies before her. This endeavor could be very lucrative and pay off if she just sticks with it. So overall, in the here and now of the situation, which are these 6 cards right here, we have 3 major arcana cards, which tells me these are big life changes that are happening. In the past and in the future, we have Pentacles. So, from going from the 1 to the 10. And then we also have some emotions on our mind. So I think, maybe this is speaking to going from a fledgling startup to a booming little shop. That's the hope, right? That's the here and now, the current situation. So let's see what we do about it, which is the staff over here. Card number 7 is the lesson. And we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is about choices, and he's juggling at Butterfingers today. You see the waves behind him. The ships are going up and down, riding the roller coaster. So maybe the lesson here is it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. You have 2 choices. You can either stay with the easy path and stay with selling your pottery to large stores, or you can take the more challenging path and open up your own shop. But with that, there's going to be ups and downs that you're going to have to expect, because any business happens in cycles. Card number 8 is for the path, the journey, progress. So this is the King of Cups. To me, this is saying you are going to learn to trust yourself, to not get caught up, swept up in the emotions of the situation. You know, the kings are, I like to think, the complete, like, whole package, the whole manifestation of owning the elements of the cards. So they're like the full picture. So I think, you know, this speaks to really being in control of your life and your emotions. You know, this in the background here, I don't know if you can see it, but the ship from the Two of Pentacles is in the background, and the waves are still rocky, but the king here is unbothered. He's unfazed, you know, he's in control. Card number 9 is the advice. The Page of Swords. I think, you know, the Page of Swords, this is a dreamer. You know, he's a little whimsical, maybe even a little, I don't want to say naive, but I think of the Page of Swords a little bit like the Fool, and, you know, starting a journey and having the freedom to be able to play around a bit and come up with new ideas. Not being stuck in old routines, or, you know, doing things just because they've been done that way and that's how they should be, but thinking of new ways of doing things, being creative. So I think, you know, the advice is there might be some turbulent times, but know you have the answers. And as long as you come to it with an open heart and your eyes open, and, you know, be creative. If you're opening up your own business, you're going to have to be creative sometimes. But you're also going to have to be armed with knowledge, right? And so maybe that speaks back to this Justice card of finding somebody who can guide you in the business sense while you're being creative and you're creating. Or if somebody's not guiding you necessarily, maybe you take it upon yourself to learn. Get yourself the knowledge. Be the Page of Swords. You can be creative and also be a good business person. All right, so card number 10, the card we've all been waiting for, the outcome. what will manifest if Summer continues on this path. The Knight of Swords. This card speaks to me of fast movement, of being successful, of taking the leap. I think things will progress very quickly. I think this card speaks to things manifesting very quickly once the decision is made. To me, knights are impulsive, and this knight of all of them is, very fast, and he's made a decision, he's going for it, right? So get control of your emotions. Know that you have the knowledge, or if you don't think you have the knowledge, get the knowledge, and you'll be successful. I do find it interesting. So looking at all the cards together, you got the pentacles, you got the cups for water, you got the swords for air. There is no one here. There's not much fire. There's not much passion. So to me, that tells me that this is very much a business decision, not one that's going to fizzle and die out. There's money concerns, money implications. It's a bit scary to open up your own business, but with the right knowledge and tools in your tool belt, I think this is going to be a worthy endeavor, and it's not something that's going to burn out very quickly. Like, it could be a very successful business and one that continues for a long time. We got the 10 of Pentacles here, of legacy. So overall, it seems like the cards are saying go for it and trust your knowledge. Don't let the emotions get the better of you. And that's how Summer will be successful. So I think that's all I have for this reading. If you have any questions on my process or my reading in general, let me know. If you want to make fun of me in the comments, go for it. We're all having fun here, and this is just for practice. I hope you all have enjoyed this as much as I have. And also, if you have any questions you want me to try my hand at answering, leave me a comment or shoot me an email. I'll have my email in the description as well. But let me know and we'll try it. All right. I'll see you all again tomorrow.